Peace be upon you, beloved brothers and sisters. Today, I'm excited to delve into Sahih al Bukhari, episode 15, sharing Hadiths 66 to 76 from the Book of Knowledge. Let's embark on this enlightening journey together. Chapter: To ask about a religious matter and to give a religious verdict at Mina during Hajj, while doing the Rami of Jimar, throwing of pebbles at the Jimar in Mina during Hajj. Narrated Abdullah bin Ammar. I saw the Prophet, peace be upon him, near the Jamra, and the people were asking him questions about religious problems. A man asked, "O Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, I have slaughtered the hadi, animal, before doing the Rami." The Prophet, peace be upon him, replied, "Do the Rami now, and there is no harm." Another person asked, "O Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, I got my head shaved before slaughtering the animal." The Prophet, peace be upon him, replied, "Do the slaughtering now, and there is no harm." So on that day, when the Prophet, peace be upon him, was asked about anything as regards the ceremonies of Hajj performed before or after its due time, his reply was, "Do it now, and there is no harm." Reference Sahih al Bukhari 124, in book. Reference Book 3, Hadith 66. Chapter: The Statement of Allah Ta'ala. And of knowledge you, mankind, have been given only a little. Narrated Abdullah. While I was going with the Prophet, peace be upon him, through the ruins of Medina, and he was reclining on a date palm leaf stalk, some Jews passed by. Some of them said to the others, "Ask him, the Prophet, about the Spirit." Some of them said that they should not ask him that question, as he might give a reply which would displease them. But some of them insisted on asking, and so one of them stood up and asked, "O Abul Qasim, what is the Spirit?" The Prophet, peace be upon him, remained quiet. I thought he was being inspired divinely, so I stayed till that state of the Prophet, while being inspired, was over. The Prophet, peace be upon him, then said, "And they ask you, O Muhammad, concerning the Spirit, say, the Spirit, its knowledge is with my Lord, and of knowledge you, mankind, have been given only a little." 1785. Reference Sahih al Bukhari 125, in book. Reference Book 3, Hadith 67. Chapter: Whosoever left some optional things simply for the fear that some people may not be able to understand them and may fall into something more difficult. Narrated Aswad. Ibn Az-Zubair said to me, "Aisha used to tell you secretly a number of things. What did she tell you about the Kaaba?" I replied, "She told me that once the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, 'O Aisha, had not your people been still close to the pre-Islamic period of ignorance, infidelity, I would have dismantled the Kaaba and would have made 2 doors in it, one for entrance and the other for exit.'" Later on, Ibn Az-Zubayr did the same. Reference Sahih al Bukhari 126, in book. Reference Book 3, Hadith 68. Chapter: Whoever selected some people to teach them religious knowledge, preferring them over others, for fear that the others may not understand it. Narrated Abu at-Tufail. The above-mentioned statement of Ali. Reference Sahih al Bukhari 127, in book. Reference Book 3, Hadith 69. Narrated Anas bin Malik. Once Mu'ad was along with Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, as a companion rider. Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, said, "O Mu'ad bin Jabal." Mu'ad replied, "Labaik and Sadaik, O Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him." Again the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, O Mu'ad. Mu'ad said thrice, Labaik and Sadaik, O Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him. Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, said, There is none who testifies sincerely that none has the right to be worshipped but Allah, and Muhammad is his apostle, except that Allah will save him from the hellfire. Mu'ad said, O Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, should I not inform the people about it, so that they may have glad tidings? He replied, When the people hear about it, they will solely depend on it. Then Mu'ad narrated the above-mentioned hadith just before his death, being afraid of committing sin by not telling the knowledge. Reference Sahih al Bukhari 128, in book reference, book 3, Hadith 70. Narrated Anas, I was informed that the Prophet, peace be upon him, had said to Mu'ad, Whosoever will meet Allah without associating anything in worship with him will go to paradise. Mu'ad asked the Prophet, Should I not inform the people of this good news? The Prophet, peace be upon him, replied, No, I am afraid lest they should depend upon it. Absolutely. Reference Sahih al Bukhari 129, in book. Reference book 3, Hadith 71. Chapter What is said as regards to be shy al-haya while learning religious knowledge. Narrated Salama. Sulaim came to Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, and said, Verily, Allah is not shy of telling you the truth. Is it necessary for a woman to take a bath after she has a wet dream, nocturnal sexual discharge? The Prophet replied, Yes, if she notices a discharge. Salama then covered her face and asked, O Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, does a woman get a discharge? He replied, Yes, let your right hand be in dust, an Arabic expression you say to a person when you contradict his statement, meaning you will not achieve goodness. And that is why the son resembles his mother. Reference Sahih al Bukhari 130, in book reference, book 3, Hadith 72. Narrated Abdullah bin Umar. Once Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, said, Amongst the trees there is a tree, the leaves of which do not fall, and is like a Muslim. Tell me the name of that tree. Everybody started thinking about the trees of the desert areas, and I thought of the date palm tree, but felt shy to answer. The others asked, O Allah's Apostle, inform us of it. He replied, It is the date palm tree. I told my father what had come to my mind, and on that he said, Had you said it, I would have preferred it to such and such a thing that I might possess. Reference Sahih al Bukhari 131, in book. Reference book 3, Hadith 73. Chapter Whoever felt shy to ask something and then requested another person to ask on his behalf. Narrated Ali. I used to get the emotional urethral discharge frequently, so I requested Al-Miqdad to ask the Prophet, peace be upon him, about it. Al-Miqdad asked him, and he replied, One has to perform ablution after it. See Hadith number 269. Reference Sahih al Bukhari 132, in book. Reference book 3, Hadith 74. Chapter Teaching Religious Knowledge and Giving Religious Verdicts in a Masjid. Narrated Nafi. Abdullah bin Umar said, A man got up in the mosque and said, O Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, at which place you order us that we should assume the ihram. Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, replied, The residents of Medina should assure the ihram from Dhul Hulayfa, the people of Syria from Al-Jufa, and the people of Najd from Qarn. Ibn Umar further said, The people consider that Allah's messenger, peace be upon him, had also said the residents of Yemen should assume ihram from Yalamlam. Ibn Umar used to say, I do not. Remember whether Allah's messenger, peace be upon him, had said the last statement or not. Reference Sahih al Bukhari 133, in book. Reference Book 3, Hadith 75. Chapter, Whosoever answered the questioner more than what was asked. Narrated Ibn Umar. A man asked the Prophet, peace be upon him, what kinds of clothes should a muhrim, a Muslim intending to perform Umrah or Hajj, wear? He replied, he should not wear a shirt, a turban, trousers, a headcloak or garment scented with saffron or wars, kinds of perfumes. And if he has no slippers, then he can use kufs, socks made from thick fabric or leather. But the socks should be cut short so as to make the ankles bare. See Hadith number 615, volume 2. Reference Sahih al Bukhari 134, in book. Reference Book 3, Hadith 76.
Please do not forget, comment, like, and subscribe. Spread the love, keep the message alive. Sahih Hadith in English, let's all come together. Thanks for watching, let's make the world better.